The masks began screaming the moment the sun touched the horizon. Not from mouths, there were none, but from inside the hollow wood, a muffled, wet sound like something trapped and suffocating. Every villager froze, hands still clutching the masks tied to their faces. Removing them after dusk was forbidden, because she was watching. The goddess was known as Valeth, protector of the many faces. Her shrine stood at the forest's edge, layered with hundreds of masks nailed into the trees. Animal, human, cracked, smiling, crying. No one remembered when the tradition began. Only that before masks, the monsters came openly. At night, the villagers wore their masks so Valeth would not mistake them for prey. That night, the masks grew warm. From the forest emerged the unmasked, tall, skeletal figures draped in stitched hides. Their heads were smooth and skinless, faces erased entirely. Where features should be, there were shifting impressions, as if many faces were pressing outward from beneath thin flesh. They moved silently, except for the dragging sound of masks scraping behind them, masks still attached to living faces. The unmasked stopped before the shrine. The air folded inward. Valeth stepped out from between the trees. She was tall and impossibly thin, her body wrapped in layers of masks fused together, stacked and overlapping like scales. Some masks were ancient and cracked. Others were fresh, still wet inside, eyes twitching, mouths trying to form words. Beneath the shifting layers, something breathed. Her own face was hidden behind a single flawless mask, smooth, pale, featureless. She raised her hand. Every villager felt their mask tighten, wood fused to skin, straps sank into flesh. Panic surged, but screams came out distorted, absorbed by the masks themselves. Faces beneath began to rearrange, bones bending painfully to match the expressions carved outside, smiles forced wider, eyes stretched into eternal surprise. A child fell to the ground, clawing at their face. Valeth tilted her head. "That one does not fit," she said calmly. The unmasked seized the child and tore the mask free. Underneath was not a face, but a writhing mass of half-formed features, eyes opening and closing randomly, mouths whispering prayers that never finished. Valeth knelt. She placed a new mask over the thing's head. It stood up straight, perfect. The villagers understood then. The masks were not protection, they were training. By dawn, the village was quiet. Masks hung neatly on hooks. No bodies remained. Travelers passing the forest swear that sometimes at dusk, the trees turn toward them, and every mask smiles at once. Because Valeth still walks among her people, and no one remembers what their real faces look like anymore.